Hi guys, I'm Jennifer and I'm glad to see you again. Today we're going to talk about the immune system, one of the most fascinating defense systems in our body. Innate immunity, or non-specific immunity, is the body's first natural defense to any intruder. This system doesn't differentiate between pathogens. Its primary goal is to prevent any intruder from entering the body. The first component of this defensive system is our skin, acting as a physical barrier. The mucous lining of our organs also traps pathogens. Additionally, chemical barriers like lysozyme in the eyes and stomach acid kill pathogens. The genitourinary tract and other areas have their own microbial community that competes with pathogens. Inflammation, triggered by mast cells, brings white blood cells to the problem area. Leukocytes, our body's cellular army, are crucial in fighting intruders. Allergic reactions can occur even to harmless substances like dust particles. Leukocytes, including phagocytes like neutrophils and macrophages, play vital roles in the innate immune system. Neutrophils patrol the body and quickly reach breach sites, while macrophages engulf pathogens. Natural killer cells detect abnormal cells by monitoring the major histocompatibility complex. Dendritic cells are the last cells of our innate immune system. Inflammation, initiated by mast cells, is a crucial defense mechanism in the body. Mast cells constantly search for suspicious objects and release histamine molecules when they find something. This signal triggers blood rush to the problem area, causing inflammation and bringing white blood cells to fight off intruders. Leukocytes, particularly neutrophils and macrophages, play essential roles in the immune response. Neutrophils are abundant and quickly respond to breaches, leading to pus formation. Macrophages act like ravenous monsters, engulfing pathogens and even detecting rogue cells like cancer cells. Natural killer cells efficiently detect abnormal cells by monitoring the major histocompatibility complex. Dendritic cells are the final cells of the innate immune system, contributing to the body's defense against intruders. They are the link between our innate and adaptive immune systems. They eat a pathogen and then carry information about it to our adaptive immune system cells. This information is produced and shared in the form of antigens. Antigens are the traces that pathogens leave around. They are molecules found on the surface on pathogens that can be detected by our adaptive immune system for recognition. The dendritic cells pass on this information to our T cells. However, macrophages can also perform this function. Now, there is also the adaptive or acquired immune system. This system is more efficient as it can differentiate between different types of pathogens. It has two main components: T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. T cells come into play when an infection has already occurred, thus bringing about the cell-mediated immune response. B cells join the fight when the pathogens have entered, but haven't yet caused any disease. This is called the humoral immune response. Some T cells take signals from the dendritic cells or macrophages and are thus called helper T cells. They perform two key tasks: forming effector T cells, which are basically cells that cycle through the body and call in the cavalry, namely other white blood cells. Helper T cells also form memory T cells, which keep a record of this antigen for future reference. Sometimes some cells of our body know that they have lost the battle. Essentially, the affected area or organ has become heavily infected with pathogens, so there is no hope for them. At this point, the immune system brings out the cytotoxic T cells. These cells rush over and perform a mercy killing for the infected and dying cell. Furthermore, we have the B cells. They produce chemicals called antibodies, which fit on the antigens of pathogens, much like how a lock and key fit together. These antibodies crowd around a pathogen and act like tags. They signal the macrophages to come and kill the marked pathogen. B cells also produce memory B cells when they encounter an antigen. The B and T memory cells jointly maintain a record of all encountered infections, and thus strengthen and solidify the body's immune response to these infections. Our innate immune response is quicker, though non-specific. It gets into action within hours and is pretty strong. However, when things get out of hand, the innate system calls for help from the acquired immune system. This system can take days to mount a response, but the next time we encounter that pathogen, it won't make us get sick. In short, every day that we spend being healthy is all thanks to our immune system, so it definitely deserves our respect. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and see you next time.